for bigger picture. Business Express on Smooth 98.1. Business Express. Brought to you by InterSwitch. Transaction solutions you can depend on.
Love music, love life. 32 minutes past 6 o'clock. It's time for Business Express. But because it's Friday, it means we'll be doing Tech Friday as always. And you're welcome to join us. We're currently live on YouTube at Smooth 981 FM Lagos. At Smooth 981 FM Lagos. You can also be a part of the conversation on WhatsApp 0911 999 0981. Again, 0911 999 0981. For this morning, you can call the conversation Blockchain 101 because we want to understand the revolutionary potential of blockchain in Nigeria. So in case you do not know what blockchain is or really have your finger on it, today is your lucky day because you'll be getting educated on it. And for us to discuss the blockchain technology and the potential it holds for Nigeria, as my guest this morning, I have the CEO of AFEN Blockchain, as well as the co-founder, Deborah Ojengbede. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Is it AFEN or AFEN?
AFEN, yeah, that works.
Thank you. All right. So like I mentioned, for those who have no idea what exactly blockchain is, please take us to school.
All right. Thank you for having me here. So a blockchain essentially is a digital ledger. So the way you, in a traditional world, you have ledgers where you store transactions, but see this as a digital form of record keeping, basically. And so blockchain is essentially a digital ledger that's decentralized, meaning that no single person or organization controls it. And so the blockchain records transactions in a way that in blocks, right? And in a way that those blocks are linked together in a chain. So what that also means is that you can literally trace. So if I make a payment to you or do a transaction with you on the blockchain, you can literally track that transaction back to its source because of the way the blockchain is built, right? And that's why it's called a blockchain, because every block is sort of linked together on chain. And also because of the cryptography nature of the blockchain, it makes it nearly impossible to alter past records as well.
Mm, that sounds interesting. So tell us the use case of it in different sectors, real estate, for instance.
Yeah, there's a couple of use cases beyond what we see today. I mean, beyond the speculative nature of cryptocurrencies, because I feel like that's pretty much like the most popular form of use case, especially in Nigeria. And so in real estate, for instance, one very interesting use case is in terms of asset fractionalization. So, what that has done is to create a level playing field for everyone and anyone to invest in real estate. And so, as regardless of your income class, with as little as $50, you can pretty much invest in real estate. And we already see a lot of platforms globally already using blockchain for this. And I mean, Nigeria as well, we can see a couple of platforms kind of adopting similar models. And what this will do is to open up opportunities to a lot of people to participate and be a part of real estate investing through fractionalization of assets. So it means that I could own fractional piece of a real estate property without needing to have, all the money in the world to secure a full property. And so, yeah, I think one of the most interesting use cases of blockchain in real estate would be asset fractionalization, basically.
Mm. I feel like we need another entire conversation or maybe course on that, but
I
because
know,
of
right?
time, We move to another thing, and that's about the interest in blockchain in Nigeria, the acceptance of it. Tell me about it, especially as you are attending a conference and having discussions about it.
Yeah, definitely. So the interest in blockchain, especially in Nigeria, is skyrocketing by the day. As we speak, over 40 million Nigerians use crypto, right? That
Really?
is, yeah, that is huge. But the most interesting thing, and what I've also realized on my trip, is because I've had the opportunity to meet quite a number of developers, startups innovating in the blockchain space. So what we're seeing today is we're seeing that shift beyond people getting into the blockchain space through crypto. We now see a lot of builders, a lot of innovators coming into the space. I mean, for a country, for instance, with over 40 million people using cryptocurrency, there's already a huge market. There's a huge addressable market there to serve, right? And so beyond just being consumers of this technology, we are becoming creators. And I think that's also can also be attributed to the fact that Nigerians are naturally tech savvy and entrepreneurial. So yeah, to your question, definitely adoption of blockchain is skyrocketing in Nigeria, and with a lot of regulatory clarity also coming into the space, I think that's going to improve rapidly over the years.
I wonder the demography of the people, of the 40 million. It'll be lovely to know. I'm certain it will be towards the younger generation, I'm
Yeah,
guessing.
definitely the younger generation. Yes, yes. The younger generation, 70% of Nigerians below the age of, between the ages of 25 and 40.
Mm, predictable. Now, let's talk about mining crypto because we cannot talk about blockchain tech and not talk about electricity requirements that are quite high. And looking at our country right here, we know one of our biggest struggles is power generation of it. So how do we sustain that here in Nigeria with the unreliable power supply?
Yeah, very, very correct. So Bitcoin mining is quite energy intensive, right? And that's because it requires powerful computers called miners to solve to validate transactions. And unreliable power supply definitely poses a challenge as well, but there are solutions. So I know that this is not really so common in Nigeria yet, but we already have a couple of organizations exploring this. So, for instance, we have miners already leveraging renewable energy sources like solar, which is very abundant in Nigeria, right? We also have cases of leveraging transitional energy like gas flare to energy forms of power. And so we already see some startups already experimenting with this, right? So I feel, yes, power could be unreliable, but we're already exploring other forms of generating power, of leveraging transitional energy and renewable energy to power Bitcoin mining infrastructure in
Mm.
Nigeria.
Well,
And
about what's gone, please.
yeah, I mean, this is something that AFEN is exploring as well, and we've been doing quite a lot of research on that front.
All right, then. Going on in this educational tour, let's talk about stable coins. And I do like the sound of it. Stable because of that part. So, for the sake of someone, what exactly are stable coins? How do they work?
Yeah, so stablecoin is pretty much a type of cryptocurrency that's designed to maintain a stable value. And so what that means is that it's a cryptocurrency that's pegged to an asset. So an asset, for instance, could be the US dollar, could be gold, or even the naira, right? I don't know if you're aware of the new stablecoin CNGN that's been rolled out in the country. So a stablecoin pretty much is designed to be pegged to an asset and it's stable in value. So it means that one, so for instance, we have a stable coin called the USDT or USDC pegged to the dollar. So one USDT equals $1, pretty much. One CNGN equals 1 naira. So that's pretty much how it works. And so just think about it as digital cash. And that also sort of helps you maintain store of value. So vis-a-vis the volatile nature of cryptocurrencies, you can always just store value in stable coins, take your profits in stable coins as well.
So for the bridge product that you launched, how does that work?
Yeah, we're launching an exciting product. It's launched, but currently to a small user group. But we're going live next week at GTEx Nigeria. And so what we've built, basically, the name of the platform is Pouch Finance. And what we've built basically is a bridge product that allows you spend your crypto with ease. Right now, as I said earlier on the call, over 40 million Nigerians use crypto, but most of the time we have to go through a few hoops to spend that crypto. You probably need to go on an exchange, look for a P2P agent, and swap your crypto and all that and all that. And so what we've done is break that long chain to say that, hey, you can come on our platform and spend your crypto with ease. And we've been able to do, and we're still doing, is creating use cases around this. So, for instance, right now on our platform, you can spend your crypto using virtual cards. You can pay bills directly on our platform using crypto. So it means that with your crypto, you can, pay for airtime, you can pay for cable TV, etc. So what we're just doing is creating that platform that enables people spend their crypto as they would cash in their bank account.
I imagine someone listening and saying, all this talks about blockchain, crypto, stablecoins, or whatever. Why exactly should I even give it a second thought? I mean, why should I try to test the waters of crypto, of blockchain? Try to convince someone about this.
So I think that crypto crypto is revolutionizing how we see money, right? And there are a lot of amazing opportunities that exist in the crypto space that you should definitely explore if there's some form of interest. I would always advise people, instead of why not try it out instead of sitting on the sidelines. And you don't necessarily need to. So there are different ways to participate in the crypto space, whether as an investor or a trader or a builder. But what I also usually tell people is you need to understand the space. And I always say this, you can't participate in what you do not understand. So I usually tell people you could join a community, do a lot of research, as much research as possible, but to understand crypto and to participate in the blockchain space, it's important to understand the field from a use case perspective. How can this thing be used? How can it, benefit me as a person? So if you're able to understand that, I think it would be easier for anyone to navigate the space. But yeah, I would say as a blockchain advocate, you should definitely explore this space.
On WhatsApp, Tayo says, what happens when stable coins stop being stable? Isn't it better and less cumbersome to acquire dollar, naira, and gold rather than crypto? I'll let you answer that.
All right, so when stable coins stop being stable, I'm not sure how that will work, because for stable coins, especially like stable coins that are regulated, they are backed by actual assets, right? So it means that if a stable coin becomes unstable, it's either due to two reasons. One, it is not done right, and so of course you need to do your research before putting your money in anything. But for a cryptocurrency like the USDC that is regulated, right, you would not have such cases of a stable coin depegging. But yeah, could you take me through the second part of the question again?
No, pretty much what you said. That is it not better to acquire dollar, naira, gold rather than crypto?
Yeah, I mean, in terms of acquiring gold, so for instance, So with stable coins, I can sit down in the comfort of my room right now and purchase USD. You can't do that in the real world, quote and unquote, where you probably need to go to a BDC, take your Naira, exchange it for dollar, then find go to your bank, deposit it. There's some sort of value already lost in that process, right? But with stable coins, with crypto and blockchain, I can sit on my computer or my phone and just purchase USDT directly and store. It just makes life very easy, makes cross-border payments very easy as well. So I think there are a lot of interesting benefits beyond, just holding a stable coin. The ease of doing business, the ease of doing transaction as well is a big part of why stable coins are the way to go.
And that's our Blockchain 101 for this morning on Business Express on Smooth 98.1. Thank you, Deborah, for your time and sharing what you know with us and also telling us to get more knowledge so that we do not, whatever it is, contribute to the pool of those who are cynical about this or who have maybe lost some things as a result of ignorance. So thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much, Sean, for having me. It's been a pleasure. And yeah, for those who have lost a lot of things, yeah, it happens. It's probably the reward for early adoption, but I always tell people do your own research as much as possible before delving into anything. But yeah, thank you so much, Sean, for having me. It's been a pleasure.
Absolutely. And you can catch up on this stream on YouTube at Smooth 981 FM Lagos. At Smooth 981 FM Lagos. The conversation has been with the co-founder and CEO of AFEN Blockchain, Deborah Ojengbede. Oh, before I let you go, how can we find you on socials?
Yeah, you can find me on X, Deborah of AFEN. Yeah, mostly, and then you can find me on LinkedIn as well, Deborah Ojengbede, full name.
All right. For now, we will rest here, but of course, Smooth Breakfast continues, and 7:30 it will be freshly pressed on Smooth 98.1.
Express. Brought to you by InterSwitch.
Thank you.